Okay, then let us wrap this mini campaign up with the fucking of the Jackalore.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, you're probably fucked, but you have a chance.
You have enough blood to go to 10 because fuck you.
You know, there are guns on the ground. You could probably grab a light pistol and go for these ghouls.
Or I could just use my burning blade axe to stab the shit out of all of them. Due to
You-
celerity.
You could. But yeah, she's gonna spend 3 blood points on dodges.
Okay. That's all she's doing?
Well, that and the dread gaze.
Yes, of course, but like... Okay. I
Uh
am going to spend 3 blood points on healing.
huh.
1 blood... no, not 1 blood point. 4 blood points on celerity. And then my main action will be to use my axe to hit that guy. The other celerity actions will be to hit this guy, then this guy. And can I reach that guy in the same time, or do you have to spend celerity actions to move it?
Like
sure I
celerity
don't.
actions, you can move and act like in a normal action.
Yeah. So it'd be like spending my main action to hit that guy with the axe, then that guy, then that.
Okay, do you want to aim this at the head in the hopes of an instant kill?
No.
Okay.
I will also... Actually, I'll spend 3 on healing and 1 on potence and then 4 on.
I don't
And then
think you
4 on.
have. You have 4 expenditure per turn.
Yes, no, I'm sorry. 2 on healing and 1 on potence and then 4 on celerity.
Okay.
And then I don't think I'd bother with willpower to ignore. And yes, I'll spend a point of willpower to succeed on the stamina survival roll. Kind right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You aiming for the head on these guys to chop them down instantly?
No, I'm not.
Okay. You sure? You just need to deal 3
It's
damage that
difficulty
way.
8, right, still?
Yes, it's +2, but you need to do a lot less damage to take them down.
True. And I have activated potence. Yeah, I'll do that. I have 11. I'm guessing my dex buff worn off.
Oh yes, that is gone by now.
Okay, that means I have -1 from that, so... Yeah, I'll just move over here with my main action and hit this guy. 8. Okay,
Okay.
and that's 8. This is its headshot, it's +1. So 8 dice.
Yes.
Guaranteed. And he's dead!
Yep.
His
The
head
ghoul
flying.
goes. Yep, just the top half of his skull just explodes into fragments as the axe passes through him. Well, fuck you in particular. This dude steps up and shoots you.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, I'm so fucking dead, aren't I? Wow, I was not expecting that. Also, you need to make them not be a, what's it called? A picture or whatever.
There. Okay. You know, the next ghoul says shameful display and steps up to take his turn.
Okay. Okay. Probably still dead.
Okay,
No,
that's 4
technically not
lethal.
still dead. Uh-huh. Nope, I take 4 lethal.
You are at how much damage now?
5.
Uh-huh.
Minus, not 5, 6 damage. Almost
Yes, so
income.
you're at a -5. You're in the process of falling after this turn.
I can still spend willpower to ignore wound penalties, right?
You already spent willpower to heal this turn. You can only spend 1 per turn. You can stumble in that general direction to keep chopping at them with your penalties, but you're in the process of falling. You can't stay on your feet.
Darn. I am sad.
Yeah, I'll allow you to make it the one tile over here if you're not in torpor after this. But
Well, I probably am.
yeah, there's one more
Please
goal that's like bitch.
And roll three or more damage. Yeah, I'm torpor automatically. I am sad.
You know, later on, you do wake up. The Alistor and Wolfgang are there in a dank basement room. There is no blood in your system. Although, actually, you're Gen 7. They can't wake you up, can they?
Yeah, they can't.
Actually, no. Malik recovered the ritual. So you wake up screaming in agony.
Yay.
Take full aggregated damage, bitch! Suck it!
Wow, Steel, you are a
Yeah,
bad.
full
That
aggro.
quality.
Yeah, that's quality screaming.
But yeah, you get abducted, die horribly, the city is in ruins, and the bishop's like, huh, well, that worked out pretty well. I mean,
Wait,
Bob's still
they-
there, but I have proof that it's a Nosferatu, so that's not my fault. You could contain
Wait, do
Wolfgang.
they kill him? Or do they eat him? Please eat them.
They don't eat me. I'm a red list now.
I mean, not officially, because you didn't eat the one that actually ate the Justicar's child. That was the main one.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's a rule that's kind of like, eh? It's more stringently enforced towards people that actually are a lot more powerful than just uppity neonates that are being made an example of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a less strict in this case. They're not gonna go after Serath. They are gonna go after you because they can parade you out as an example of Camarilla's unavoidable justice.
Yes.
I still wish I had managed to use my banish from the mind's eye on her.
Yeah, it was close too. Her wit's alertness is 5.
Oh God, seriously?
Yeah, she's good at seeing through supernatural crap, not so good at just general alertness. She mostly relies on butt fuck insane levels of Auspex for that part.
So I actually was one success away. No, yeah, it was one success away.
Yes, if not for that one, Jackalor. Then it would have been a contested
But
roll.
what to do? It wasn't for you children.
Like, then it would have been contested roll for her to be able to pierce your obfuscate. Because she has
I have
Auspex 6.
with stealth.
You do, but she has 9 in perception awareness, so...
It could have gone either way essentially.
Oh, yes. But you're a Jackalor, so you would have failed still.
Yeah, I probably would have failed.
Yeah.
But let me check that.
Actually, oh my fucking god, no, you don't make it to the Camarilla. The angels come after them, shadows sprout, and they try to fuck them up.
Oh.
Yeah. The angels rip into her, and she tries to use firearms against them repeatedly. Until, well, she would either die or be forced to run, and those things could put out some damage, so...
Yeah. The
Yeah.
ghouls are dead, so. Would they actually kill me after that?
The angels?
I'm
Yes.
assuming they would.
Yes, you are a powerful beacon of supernatural energy. The ghouls, they wouldn't care about. But you know... Remember how whatever holds the image of an angel becomes an angel? Like, that stuff came through the breach, and it's like a infection, like a colony of supernatural fungus, right, that's spreading through the world. And it, you know, that has reached here from Springfield by this point.
The real question is, why didn't they attack the Elder?
Like I said, they only just spread this far. Otherwise, they would have.
Well, he did wake up recently, so Is it like 5 seconds ago it's ready or some bullshit?
Like today or yesterday, essentially. Last couple
Yeah.
of days. Like they
So-
have been waiting, watching, and seeing that all the power that was around here is about to leave. That would be enough to make them act.
But I wouldn't be leaving I wouldn't be leaving, would I, after they killed them?
Yes, but having fought her, they would have learned enough to be able to tell the difference. Essentially, if they drove her into torpor, they would be able to tell the difference at that point between the signature of a sleeping and awake vampire. Like they're new, they're still learning, right? And they're alien to this dimension, right? But the shit that has gone down there, like that would be enough to make them go for it and to make them realize that this is an all-you-can-eat buffet at this point.
So wait, they commit like in whatever that thing they uploaded?
You know, they wouldn't eat your souls, but they would consume the power of your blood like your life force. Essentially, they would drain your blood points. For, well, mana for them, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how it was when you first met them? At first, they were very careful and cautious, studying the situation first. It's the same thing happening here.
Yeah. So do they actually kill me or do they just drain all my blood pool?
They would essentially rip your body apart to release the energies and then absorb them. So you would be Ash, but you wouldn't be Diablorized.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
No way to survive.
Everyone dies horribly. Actually, Actually, with all the stuff going on here, they might have just been sitting here while the parties were going on, just leeching off background emotions. Oh yes, they have Obtenebration 3. They would have sprouted tentacles in and prevented her from leaving. She would die in here. She has no fortitude. She would die in here.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Yeah, that was the last thing. You know, you've done so well against all these beasts. Let's see how you do against stone statues, cunts.
Well.
If any of you made it this far. Oh, well, I hope you fuckers have enjoyed your little intro to the Sabbat, and I hope you had fun dying horribly.
If only I could have succeeded on that roll to not vanish from the mind's eye. If only!
If only that claw had landed back then, right?
Yeah, if only. It's all these if only rolls. All of them. The world teases me with power.
You know, actually, we can determine this in a pretty straightforward way. To see if she would realize in time that she needs to run. Let's roll her Auspex rating to detect danger. She has a lot that might save her. Only thing I can think of, really. What do you think? Would that be enough?
Yeah, I'd say 3 would be it would have to be 3 to know for certain that it's danger here and not somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or from something else.
Like, she would know it's the statues, but she would essentially, well, obfuscate, go outside, scan surroundings with Auspex.
And then they kill all the ghouls to get to me.
Yep, but she would survive.
Yeah, she'll survive. Mission accomplished!
Yeah.
You know, this Malkavian, and it is a Malkavian, not a Toreador or Alistor. I
Yeah.
don't think I ever once used the Eyes of Chaos, and I stocked for that. I had 12 dice in that roll for her.
By the way, I just came up with. Should I actually have gotten any extra skills and abilities, or whatever from meeting the guy?
No.
You did give with like.
Not really. Generally, you just absorbed his essence. Demi got those because he was taking over a body and he was picking up skills that were wired in his reflexes mostly.
Okay.
Like, he might pick up some of your reflexes if he had managed to take over, but yeah, as you turn to Ash, he's like, well, shit.
This was the part of the plan.
You know, like the ancient Egyptian equivalent of, well, shit. But, well, you did manage to eat the Setite. Congratulations.
Yay. I managed to kill the entire party too.
You
No,
know,
you managed to
faggot.
sabotage us.
that was his
Yeah,
job.
close enough.
I mean,
That's
Actually, he kind of failed since he couldn't prevent us killing the Setite.
No, that wasn't part of the plan.
yeah. The
His
bishop,
order
I
was
mean, it's not
kill
going
us.
against your orders, but it certainly goes against the wishes of the bishop.
Oh,
No, actually,
the bishop-
kind of didn't care about him anymore. He was kind of a liability.
well, not necessarily a liability, but current business is concluded. I'm willing to sacrifice them. The Setites were like Jackalor was told that the Setites were acceptable losses. If you,
Check.
by the way, if you have any other questions about what was going on in the background, now would be the time to ask, because this last hour is going to be like an epilogue thing.
So,
So like the
what did Bob
werewolves.
do
How many
all the
were there?
time?
There were just two.
Okay.
Was Bob alone?
Who?
The Nosferatu and the Suros?
No. There was the group from the Chantry who were semi-independent, looking for more diablerie targets without coordinating with Wolfgang. There was Wolfgang himself, like couple dozen stormtrooper ghouls, half a dozen vampires. There was a whole Camarilla war party fucking with the city. Bob was just the tip of the spear.
Lel.
I wonder if I could have fought Wolfgang later after going to the bishop. I was like, hey, I finished the job.
At that point, the bishop would have almost certainly tried to kill you to tie up all loose ends.
Yes.
Would he actually try to
Yes.
stab me at that point, or would he have just told these guys to go kill me?
Like at that point, remember the dude like Ricardo, my character from Bacon's One Shot? He would have showed up with a bunch of ghouls and shovel heads.
Lol. I might actually have been able to kill those guys. Maybe.
Maybe. But yeah. Like,
Jackalour, I want to ask this. Well, your second was literally just there to sabotage everything and kill us.
yes.
From the
Yes.
start.
The idea was to kill all of you.
That was the
Which
bishop
one?
taking out a hit on you. Jackalor was there
Yeah.
to fuck you all over. The bishop decided to end you. Jackalor was supposed to either kill you all himself or set you up for a later ambush if he couldn't ensure that you died. But he was essentially meant to ensure that you fucking died.
And he was given all the manipulation subterfuge to lie.
He built a character that was good for that, which made sense. That was the kind of up-and-coming expendable neonate that would have been sent on this.
To be fair, we managed to complete the Sedite mission. You cannot keep it on us. We
It
managed to do
wasn't
that.
a mission. It was a target of opportunity for the players, but it was a
It was
mission
a
for
fucking
yourselves.
Trap, guys. Accept it now. It was a fucking trap.
It was a fucking trap because
Nah,
you
it
were
was.
there, yeah.
All went according to plan. As far as I'm concerned. And the main lesson I take from this is that I can kill anything.
I mean, you are
That
not
is
wrong.
true. There is always a chance, Nyaxi. If you do it right or if you get lucky, any character in these games can die.
Yeah.
That is not a bad lesson, you are right.
You kill one of the antediluvians themselves if they just rolled poorly enough.
Yeah, fuck no.
I mean, in theory, I'm not saying it's totally going to happen. I'm just saying it's in theory there's a 1.00000% chance that you can.
You know,
go and do it.
once you hit Gen 5, the vampire, especially if they're old, is a plot device. Reality bends around them. Different rules apply.
Lol.
Yeah, like to be fair, one lesson we all need to keep in mind: if you didn't trust Jackalope before, you will not trust him ever now.
That's
That is a nice real lesson that I'm keeping
Not
with my
trust
character.
me.
Never. You always end up doing shit like that.
Steal! For fuck's sake, your first move was I dominate people.
Yeah, I know. I am as bad as he was at first. I live at the mage. It's the same shit.
This is kind of worse because you were actively fighting people who didn't. Well, actually, it's about the same. Fair enough.
Yeah. Like the Setites, one thing which made this a viable thing as opposed to an outright trap, they had drugs, they had a fuck ton of money in the house. They did not have a huge amount of weaponry. They were not weapons smugglers, at least not directly. This elder, she was essentially very trustworthy and loyal in this dude's particular little group of children, grandchildren, etc. So she was entrusted with keeping him safe while he slept out his torpor. Like, this was essentially a large part of why they were here in such small numbers was secrecy. Protecting this dude by keeping him out of line of the people that really want him, to ensure that, you know, they don't have to fight off every one of his, you know, of the people of his power level that want him dead.
Well, he's dead now.
Well,
And
yeah,
everything around.
sometimes shit goes wrong.
Yeah. I loved those rolls. Oh my god, those fucking rolls. Like, one time we want Jackalope to fuck up his rolls, he doesn't, and he does it perfectly. What the fuck, Jackalope?
My luck is that way. It'll fuck me over when I least expect it, and then it'll fuck everyone else over when they least expect it.
You know, he was creeping up behind you the whole time. That first stealth roll, when you were all perception alertness, you all got one success. He got no successes. The only reason you didn't detect him was because he had spent willpower. There were Jackalope rolls involved. You just fucked up at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I had been actually behind the fountain. I was planning on shooting the Axie in case you were losing, but since you didn't lose, I was like, I'll just follow you in and just try to get the Setites to help me kill you.
Like, to be fair, if Nyaxi was to shoot you, Hassan wouldn't stop Jacob, but he wouldn't shoot you himself unless given a reason. Due to how his fucking shit are.
So, any more questions about the story? Anything you're curious about? Now would be the time.
What generation is the bishop?
How powerful were the people? Were the Tremere, the former PC Tremere?
Well, Nyaxi first. Then I'll answer you, Jacklor. Nyaxi, you were saying?
What generation had the bishop?
8 or 9, I think. Yeah, he was an 8. The New World does not have a huge amount of vampires that are 7th, much less 6th. Another reason why this dude was hiding or hidden here. In terms of the PC characters, I upped Serath by 20 XP, I think. or 30 to put him a little closer to the others, but they were all as they were more or less at the end of the game in power levels.
Mhm.
Alternate history, Gehenna did not start early.
Yeah, on that note, I just finished the Springfield Chronicles. Yes. I love you, Chris, for what you did there. The poop made angel. I fucking love that.
You know, you have to give that one to Bacon. He's the one who did it. I just used it. So, we can hear your dog still.
It's not mine, it's 2 houses over.
Tell them to shut the fuck up.
So-
Sadly, they don't hear me.
More questions.
Close your window at least.
Well, I'm just gonna mute him. For now. Tell me when he's like...
I mean, he think he muted himself.
Oh, never mind then. So, any more questions?
How much XP did the Elder have? And the Elder.
The Setites, right? Sagira, the Guardian one had 210. The Elder had 600.
Okay.
Which is, again, part of the reason why they're so numbable. I had Steel roll 1d5, right?
Yep.
That was to determine how old she was in age to see if the bonus from XP or from age would be higher on the Discipline Steel.
I wish Crafter survived long enough for me to get down to 7th. So I could eat him and go down to 6th.
Fucking cunt.
I mean, that wasn't actually a plan. It was more like in case everything goes to fucking hell and I don't.
Oh my fucking god.
Hmm?
Oh my
What?
fucking god, I just realized. No, the Malkavian would have eaten you. She has megalomania, I think.
So she'd have been busy eating me when they gotten murderized by the
I mean,
angel.
let's see her willpower. She might not have. Yeah, she wouldn't have been compelled to, so no. But yeah,
Aw, I'm sad.
it's like, yeah, super old Setite, what the fuck? Crap, I'm here too late, oh no. Well, maybe I can get something oh. Mostly you just made her sad, you know?
I approve of this.
And meanwhile, Andrea and, Morg's professor are out in the park looking for werewolves that just aren't there. Because you killed them all.
Yeah, I approve of this.
How tempted were you to kill them when you saw them?
Somewhat. Not super tempted, but somewhat.
Uh-huh.
Killed them just because I disliked her character.
Wow. Because she won't let you... Because she cared about you killing the black kid?
Yeah, that's why. Now it's having actual emotions.
You know, so close. Like, I was the equivalent of finger tensed on the trigger, hair's breadth from, just snapping off a shot. It was so fucking close.
I know. Also, the other character was Val's character, right?
Yes. Like the two survivors
Oh
of
yeah, I
that
told him.
thing.
Now I remember why I instantly when I saw him, I felt an urge to kill him. Primal urge to kill.
Yeah, if I didn't think that there was like a 3/4 chance that the entire party would start killing each other after I shot you, I would have shot you there. That was so fucking
where?
close. Like in
By
Epic's one shot.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was worried about everyone starting to kill each other. That's why I didn't. That's what saved you
Yeah.
there.
Sadly, my subterfuge rolls, even with all my shit, just didn't pan out.
You know, it's not like, no, they saved you. Because, like, I knew you had to have done it, but you were so...
Very first.
Like,
That was what really fucked me over.
yeah, well, yeah, that did help. But essentially, yeah, like, you were so damn convincing about not having done it that it created just enough doubt to save you.
Yeah. That was kind of the point behind it.
Fucking asshole.
I still love how I managed to actually... How the fucking... he was so fucking drunk. He couldn't even notice me stabbing the kid, because of my insane stealth rolls. And insane damage, and insane, like, overall just stats. Just managed to go and, like, sneak assassinate the kid, and, like, then just slip away without anyone noticing.
You know,
And
21
you guys didn't even find
freebies... Yeah, 21 freebies is fucking insane.
Yeah, it really is. Humans are fucking OP.
Like, holy crap. Oh yeah, he even had the Daredevil in the athletics, so... fuck's sake. Chase a werewolf jumping across rooftops, shooting as I go.
Yeah. Those two werewolf heads are now in, like, a van somewhere.
You brought them to the
Like, they're in
bishop,
the
I
van.
think.
No, the bishop declined them after I threw them on his table.
No, they're gonna be bishops. You know, your assholes, Oriane, they ended up going right for the independents that have been working with us. What the fuck? Meanwhile, look at these werewolves I killed to solve the murders. Here are the heads as proof.
I mean, as I said, he
Didn't
declined the
take the
heads
heads,
even
no.
after I gave them to him.
Yeah, they would.
Whereas-
He would
Yeah.
recover them later
From where?
from the van.
Didn't
From the
Dracula
van that's
die with
parked
them?
outside the
Oh,
mansion.
okay, so just leave around the van.
Weren't they? Oh, right, they... Oh, they went to a different car. The van was in front of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The redheads are... or the rednecks are riled up.
Did they find them? Oh. I mean, I assume they are just ash and
Nobody ever
face.
gets to have werewolf head trophies. I'm sad.
Of course not. But yeah...
Never a proof of your accomplishments.
I don't think Oriane would necessarily buy that bullshit, but she would pretend that she does, you know? And the bishop would count on that because, you know, you were a useful tool, but you were a dangerous tool, and if you were going after targets like that, that's kind of like, you know, use you until you're used up and then toss you aside, essentially. And investing into directing your destructive tendencies in a way that help them, that's worth. Avenging you? Fuck no.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't expect her to avenge anyone.
Well, she's a sociopath, so body counts make her happy. But yeah. Any more questions before I wrap up?
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay then. Then you can Well, for viewers, ask me in the comments. For people who aren't here right now or who think of questions later, over various text chats. And I'm gonna wrap it up here.